Facts, bro. I don't really think I have a lot to say. Um, you know, I yeah, I don't really think I have a lot to say. Like there's things I could say. I mean, we lost, and I don't really want to talk right now. I don't really want to do this. But that's the show. It's a big game, I guess. So we're gonna get out of here as soon as possible. But today sucked. It was unfortunate. And honestly, at the end of the day, just like get well soon. That's all I can really say at this point. I think that in that first half we played well. We had a 4-point game at halftime, despite the fact that they were shooting damn near 70%, which they continue to do. By the way, what did they shoot for the game? They shot like a crazy percentage from the field. And granted, they did get really good looks, but like, damn, though, like, still. As a team, oh, well, in the end, they shot 57%. They shot 70 for the majority of the night. We only won the rebound battle by three boards. That's an issue. That was a problem. We only won the offensive rebound battle by 4 boards. That's a problem. Like we needed to kill them on the boards. That was going to be our advantage tonight. We need to take care of that, and we weren't able to do so. I think, the one possession in particular, we were down by. We cut the lead. It was a 20-point game. We cut it to 9, and we had all the momentum. We were hooping. We got a stop. We gave up like 4 shots on one play. Like they scored on like the 4th shot. We could let them get 3 offensive rebounds. And, then what could have been cut to 6 or 7 was now an 11-point game. Then we had a foolish turnover, and that was pretty much the game from there, which is unfortunate. What I do appreciate is that these guys always fight, and there's only so much fighting we can do. At the end of the day, as much as I hate the Celtics, as much as I want to beat them, as much as I felt like this is a winnable game, we're undermanned right now, and they are the number 1 team in the league and playing their best basketball. This is their 8th straight win. They're number 1 in the East by like an 8-game margin. So this is a very good basketball team. So without Julius Randle, without 3 starters, 2 of which being Defensive Player of the Year candidates or first team all defenders, whatever, and people don't give them that credit, then whatever. But without OG, without Mitch, without Julius, this is just a tough one. In the starting lineup, Josh was our second best player today. And shout out Josh Hart. He did a really good job. He, did his thing. Jalen Brunson was Jalen Brunson, of course. But I don't think that we had, especially at one point when Jalen was on the bench, we just didn't have enough. We didn't have enough to create advantages. We didn't have enough that they had to zero in on. They were able to, they didn't even really blitz Jalen a lot. And we weren't able to converge the defense enough. We didn't have like enough they had to adjust to. So having Julius back would be big for that. Of course, defensively, OG helps a lot just in terms of how we're able to play those screens, how the weak side help has to rotate. Guys are able to stay home a little more when OG is here. He's able to kind of erase what, Jaylen Brown's going off, throw OG on him, and that kind of stops. Just weak side help from OG, being in the right place, getting steals, things like that. I'm looking forward to getting him back hopefully soon. Dante struggled the majority, didn't do a whole lot. Ended up with 4 threes. But 2 of them were pretty late. Oh my goodness. Look, bro, I've had enough of Alec Burks. I'm not gonna lie. I'm trying not to be that guy. The last time I said I had, maybe that's what we need, right? Maybe that's what I got to do. Last time I said I had enough of watching somebody play basketball. Precious Achiuwa has been excellent ever since. So maybe I need to just go off. I don't have the energy to do it right now. But Alec Burks has been terrible. Alec Burks has been an eyesore. It was funny at first. The first couple of games was like, oh man, wow, he's really gonna put up anything. Like he's not gonna care about the flow of the offense. When he has the ball and it's like he's gonna shoot this. Like he's taking some shots. I'm like, oh, like this is terrible. My least favorite possession though, things we were starting to have a little bit of momentum, whatever. And Josh Hart is open. Not that Josh Hart is going to shoot it himself, but he was doing a good job of like attacking the closeouts, getting into the paint, making kickouts, whatever it may be. And Alec Burks had the ball and just looked him off. And I shouldn't even say looked him off because he didn't even look at him. And I'm just sitting there yelling. I'm like, yo, and if you're on playback with us, playback.tv/IHateSean, pull up with the gang. Me and Brill in there every game. But if you're on playback with us, I'm just like swing, 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 swing. Like swing, it's basketball. It's what's happening. Clearly, swing the ball so we can get an advantage, an opportunity, whatever. And Alec Burks completely does not swing the ball, dribbles it out, takes like a step back, goes up against Al Horford, loses the ball, and it's just like, bro, what's up with you? What's up with you? Dropping rebounds. I just don't think that and he had a couple of possessions where he got a good shot off or whatever. But honestly, I think Deuce has been giving us a pretty solid showing offensively. Whether it's hitting threes, whether it's hitting the mid-range jumpers, whether it's the layups. I think, and especially for what Deuce gives us defensively, I think that Deuce deserves to be in the rotation over Alec Burks. I would want Alec Burks to play less even if we didn't have somebody who deserved minutes over him. So the fact that we have a guy who deserves the minutes, I've had enough of Alec Burks. I'm not going to lie. It's bad. It's bad. He's hard to watch. He's killing momentum. He's not playing smart basketball. He's playing the end of his Knicks stint / Detroit Pistons basketball. He stinks. He stinks. He has a stench on him, bro. And I think Marlo said that in Knicks on One, but he's got a stench on him, bro. It's nasty. And watching him play, it's just very unpleasant. I'm not saying this entire game was Alec Burks' fault by any stretch of the imagination. At the end of the day, we are undermanned. That is a great team, and they shot the basketball for the majority of the game. But Alec Burks is not helping us. He does not deserve to be playing over Deuce McBride. Deuce McBride should come into the game before him and play more minutes than him. Bogey didn't give us much today. Today was a game where it was like, damn, man, I don't know. Where's Quentin Grimes? Did we screw up? It's nice to have a bunch of shooters, and it's nice to have guys that you can go to and trust and play out situations. And when everybody's back, I'm sure Alec Burks will be more bearable. I think some of his issues will be mitigated. Some of the things that his shortcomings, we won't have to deal with as much. When he's just fitting in around everybody else. But right now, it's tough. It's not enjoyable. He hurt us badly today. And it's one thing, I don't know. It's one thing when a guy hurts us where it's like, oh, damn, he had a rough shooting night tonight. He just didn't have it going. They wouldn't drop. But Alec Burks hurt us just with bad process. He just hurt us. He hurt momentum. He hurt the flow of the offense. He hurt the energy out there. I did not enjoy watching Alec Burks play basketball today. And I haven't really enjoyed watching Alec Burks play basketball since he got here. I think in that Indiana game, he had 20. He was 7 for 11. He hit a bunch of threes. That was cool. Outside of that, I haven't been a fan. I'm not enjoying it. And so it needs to be Deuce. That's my main thing in terms of X's and O's and all that stuff for today. Also thought it was weird when Tibbs chose to sit Jalen and Josh. I feel like if you're going to play guys the entire third quarter in a game like that, and I'm not mad. I'm not saying, oh, why did he do that? I get it. In Knicks Take Jake, he was trying to cheat and win the bench minutes. I get it. I understand the thinking behind it. But it's if you're going to do that, I think once you get to 6 minutes in the fourth quarter, you got to commit to just playing guys the whole game. When you take them out of a game and it's 11 or 13-point game with 6 or 5 minutes, you kind of just conceded defeat. I don't get that. I'd rather you either take them out in the third quarter for a stretch or play them the entire second half and play them through the tiredness, because by the time Jalen and Josh got back in the game, it was a 19-point game with 3.5 minutes left. What are they supposed to do? The game was over once you subbed them out at 6 minutes. And I think that was poorly done by Tibbs, in my opinion. I understand he's playing, he's playing with a deck of cards that has like 40 cards for real. He doesn't have the full 52. He might even have like 35. And so sometimes you're going to have to do different things and shuffle things around. And it won't always work out. It won't be perfect. But I just think that was a very strange way to go about it. And I don't like that. I hope we don't see that again. Depending on who we're playing, whatever. If you're going to rest them in the third, bro. Like, regardless, if you're going to play, because you got to commit to being nuts. I'm not going to lie. If you're going to wild out, you got to commit to wilding out. You can't half wild out. You can't be like, all right, I'm going to play him the whole third. I'm going to give him a breather from 6 to 4 minutes. You just wasted 2 very crucial minutes of the game. I didn't like that. So that hurt us. But, I mean, we lost the game, bro. We were outmanned and just outclassed today. They wouldn't miss. I need to get to the intro because I'm just rambling and sounding terrible and my energy sucks. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Knicks fans here, there, and abound. Welcome to Postgame Pouting with I Hate Sean. This is Postgame Pouting. I Hate Sean, and the Knicks took a very tough loss to the Celtics today, 116 and 102. Didn't have enough gas, didn't have enough firepower, didn't have it. Weren't able to get the stops, weren't able to score the points. As a team, we scored about as much as their starters did. It's going to be tough to win a game that way. Let's get to the comments. Bro said, just here so I don't get fined. Not going to say much so the show can end faster. Greatly appreciate it. Leah said same thing. Greatly appreciate it. I'm right there with y'all. Also just here so I do not get fined. Do not want the show to go very long. I'm not going to lie. Neil said, just get healthy. Pray for health. That is all. Get well soon. Please. Please. That's all we can really say. Eric Kang, what's going on? Hey, Sean, been a while since I've been here. Welcome back, Eric. Wish it was under happier terms. It is what it is, though, but good to see you. Neil said, also pray for team competence. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Does it start with an A and rhyme with Lek Burks? Then yes, I'm right there with you, brother. I'm right there with you. Bro said, shout out to Precious, though. Great game all around. Just needs to be more decisive with the jump shots, and that's a perfect game from him. Hey, man, shout out Precious just in terms of the fact that, like, the things that we're asking him to do on a nightly basis because of who's out, like, he came out tonight matched up with Jaylen Brown, Precious Achiuwa is not supposed to be matched up with Jaylen Brown. Like, that's not something Precious Achiuwa is supposed to have to do. And he did Jaylen Brown had a really good game, but, like, Precious did his best, he did a solid job. He hit the boards. I appreciate Precious Achiuwa, man. Just going out there and doing whatever you ask of him. And we're asking a lot of him. Like, it's like we normally ask him, all right, like, hey, go out there and be Mitch. Go out there and be Randall. Tonight we need you to go out there and be OG. Like, it's a lot. And so I'm happy with Precious, and he's earned his right to be in the rotation once everybody gets back. Alec Burks most certainly has not. So there's a spot for Precious for sure. Leah said, need tips to figure out the McBride Burks bogey minutes. And I love iHeart, but you can tell his injury has disrupted his rhythm. And I hope he gets it back sooner than later. That sequence where they got 3 offensive boards, I hate when we do that unethical stuff. It kills us every time. That sequence killed me. I think that sequence alone is probably like why I feel the way I feel right now. I'm really sorry. My energy sucks. I already know. But that sequence killed me. That sequence, we never came back from that. And like it was going so well at that point. We were getting back in the game. It was like, all right, cool. We were fighting back, being resilient, all that stuff. That sequence right there, bro. And at halftime, I said it. I was like, yo, the keys to the second half, and this is before they went on the run they went on. I was like, they're shooting at like a 70. At halftime, they were shooting 67%. I was like, okay, since they're shooting 67%, on the off chance that they do miss, seeing as they're only missing 33% of their shots, we need to get the rebound. Because if we don't get the rebound, what we're doing is giving them another opportunity, and they're shooting 67%. So it's like, if they take 3 shots and make 2 out of every 3 shots and they miss the third one, they're probably gonna make the next shot. Like, you gotta rebound, bro. We had the rebound, and so I said that and turnovers. We can't keep giving them turnovers or giving easy opportunities. And right there, that was where the game happened. Like, we gave up those extra rebounds. Big pivotal point in the game. Then we came out right behind that, turned the ball over, and it's just like, well, that's game. We never recovered. And I feel like I emotionally have not recovered either. Scott said, Burks totally sucks. Give me Grimes back immediately. Scott, I'm with you. I'm not going to lie. And, thank God Bogey had the 6-6 game. Bogey wasn't very good today. Didn't have a lot going. Defensively, bro, he got beat based on by Al Horford. I'm just like, bro, you can't. I know you're not a good defender, but, like, bro, you don't have to be that bad. You don't have to be that bad. You're not good, but you don't have to be that bad. You can't let Al Horford beat you based on like that. He's like 39, bro. Like, there's no way that should be happening. Like, I watched his March Madness run when I was in, like, elementary school, it feels like. I'm about to be 30. Like, he shouldn't be blown by you based on. Scott said, thank you, Sean. Burks sucks so bad. Give me back Grimes. I'm with you. He was not good at all. And his energy sucks. It's not just that he's not making – his energy sucks. He doesn't look good out there. He looks like he's, like, not really interested. He looks like he's not really, like – I don't know, bro. It doesn't look good. At least Quentin Grimes, if he wasn't being – and Quentin Grimes getting more aggressive, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to live in the past. There's nothing I say is going to bring Quentin Grimes back, so I'm not going to do that. We have the team that we have. I love the team that we have. And the big part of that trade was giving us depth that we could depend on in the playoff series. And until we get our guys back, and Alec Burks has moved to the position of being depth, but that is what he should be right now, especially with Deuce McBride outplaying him. Like, it should not be Deuce that gets relegated to the bench. It should not be Deuce that has stretches where he doesn't play. Deuce was probably our third best player tonight, maybe fourth behind Precious, but Jalen, Josh, and then Precious and Deuce. Like, Deuce should be in the rotation, bro. He deserves it. I read that. Bro said they probably regressed in the fourth quarter, so the 3-point percentage doesn't look as crazy. Yeah, they regressed in the fourth quarter for sure. Exactly. Yeah, because they were shooting lights out the entire game. Scott said, you can't miss layups playing against the best team in the league, and you can't get the best shooters wide open threes. Yeah, we missed way too many layups. Bogey missed layups. Dante missed layups. Oh, my God. We got to finish around the basket. We needed to – that was the key. You got to finish. Offensively, finish at the basket. Defensively, finish by rebounding and closing out possessions. And we didn't do either one well tonight when we needed it. Bro said, yeah, Josh went off, just a couple nasty, unprovoked, and costly turnovers. Yeah, but, like, the thing with Josh Hart, and this is why I have the beef I have with Alec Burks. Josh Hart had a great game tonight. Shout out Josh Hart. He's been really good recently, especially since this injury stretch. There was a point earlier in the season where I felt like Josh wasn't giving us much or, like, wasn't giving us anything consistently. I think he's been really, really, really good during the stretch. He's got, like, multiple triple-doubles. I think tonight was the first night he didn't have 10 boards. He's playmaking, getting assists. He's getting to the basket. He's knocking down threes. Shout out Josh Hart. And he had a couple, foolish turnovers or whatever, but it's just like those things are easier to deal with. Like, they're way more bearable when a guy is just playing really hard. Like, Josh Hart plays really hard. So I can put up with that. Alec Burks does not play really hard. So when you do stupid stuff and when you make turnovers and when you you just hinder the offense, like, it's not as bearable. You're not playing anywhere near as hard. You're not having that kind of impact on the game. You need to score efficiently and facilitate offense. And if you're not doing that, sit down because you don't do anything else. Echo said, give Deuce all of Burks' minutes, please. Please. It's becoming abundantly clear, man. And I'm trying not to do that. Like, when Precious first got here, I was, I was trying not to not enjoy him. And then what I was seeing out there, I was not enjoying. I was vocal about it. He's been excellent ever since. I've been vocal about that. So I'm trying to be more hesitant to react to play that I do not enjoy watching. But Alec Burks is out of time, especially with what he's doing out there. It's nasty. Stop it. Cut it out, please. So what's going on, my God? Tibbs hasn't had enough of Burks. Hey, man, I feel like we might have played ourselves by, Burks is one of the things where it's like, yo, like we got Tibbs' toys out of here. We saved him from himself. Hopefully he doesn't have to be saved from himself again this time, man, because it's too late to do it. It's past the trade deadline. Hopefully he just understands what's going on. I liked what I saw in the Sixers game when he went deuce over Burks. I hope that what we're seeing, like, it's a consistent thing. Deuce deserves to play over Alec Burks. And Alec Burks is not scoring so much to the point where it's like, we can't sit this scoring down. Deuce can provide what Alec Burks do tonight, man. Alec Burks had 7 points on 3 of 11 shooting, 1 of 7 from 3. Hey, Deuce can do that. Deuce can do that. Deuce can score 7 points. Deuce can score 7 points. Matter of fact, tonight, Deuce had 11 points on 5 of 7 shooting, 1 or 2 from 3. One of those guys should not be playing over the other one. Deuce can do that offensively and be an excellent defender and just be a plus when he's on the floor. Like, Deuce gives us things when he's not scoring. Even if Deuce isn't scoring, he's impacting the game in positive ways. And he's scoring. So it's just like, if one guy's like, if the thing you have over the other guy is scoring and you're not doing it like with a margin that's substantial enough to make up for the fact that you don't do anything else, please don't make me watch Alec Burks over Deuce McBride anymore, man. Not for long, please. I'm begging. Begging you. Eric said, totally miss Grimes. Miss Grimes indeed. Let's get those likes up for Sean. Salute, like, subscribe, tell a friend. They don't hear you tell again. Scott says Sims is a waste, doesn't block shots, can't protect the rim. It wasn't like a good game for Jericho. I don't really have much of a reaction to what Jericho was out there doing today. He had a good game last game. I don't know. I'm not mad at what you said, though. Pete! Mr. Brunson himself, man. What's going on, brother? Yo, Sean, I still like our odds versus anyone in the East if we're fully healthy. Need Julius to avoid that surgery. Sir. I still do, too. That's the part that's also – that's why I was like, get well soon. Because it's like, I wanted this win. And I feel like at full strength, we can win this game. We can beat this team. I don't like to be the guy that loses and says, oh, well, we didn't have blah, blah, blah. But, like, I mean, ultimately, like, if to any Celtics fans out there, man, GGs, y'all got that. You feel me? And I want to see y'all still. Like, I still want to see y'all. I want to be fully healthy and see y'all. Like, I have a lot of confidence in our team. So I agree with that wholeheartedly, Pete. You think Hartenstein is in the starting 5 when Mitch comes back? I have no idea how Tibbs is going to play that. I really don't. I'm not even really going to try to, like, speculate. I have no idea. It could go either way. Brew makes a lot of points about how, iHeart can help to facilitate the playmaking for the second unit, and that would be a good fit. And I agree with that. They ran the pick and roll at the end, Derek White and KP, and he threw a lob up to KP. And I was just looking at it and I was like, yeah, that wouldn't happen with Mitch out there. That wouldn't have, like, Mitch is able to play that. Mitch is able to, play that drop coverage right there and also, like, protect the basket and not allow that lob. They wouldn't have got that up over Mitch. It's hard not to think that. So I hope that Mitch comes back and gets it. I don't even know what I hope for. I hope whatever works out for the team is what we do. So, yeah, I really don't know, Pete. Honestly, it's a good question. Rodman said, Alec Burks is awful. Yeah, disgusting. He looks like he's been playing meaningless basketball for a very long time. So just I guess it's hard for him to get the meaning back. Deuce, Devo, Brunson, Hart, and Precious got to play more minutes together. I agree. I really like that lineup. We saw them out there last game. I loved it in the first half. I think it was the end of the first half. He subbed Deuce for iHeart and went with Precious at the 5. And because with Deuce is out there, and I was like, he's giving us really good minutes. And then Brunson came back, and it's like, well, you're not going to keep Brunson on the bench. But it's like, I kind of would like to see Deuce stay out there. And so I like that he was able to work him back into the game, going with that 4-out thing again and 1 big. So that's 2 games in a row we've seen him do the 1 big thing. Hopefully he's open to it moving forward, and hopefully it's able to help us out. And hopefully Alec Burks is not on the court because, my goodness, he's not doing well right now. Speaking of not doing well right now, I'm going to end this because I don't feel good. I love y'all from the bottom of my heart. Hopefully this doesn't ruin everybody's night. Have a beautiful Sunday. Enjoy your families. Give somebody a hug. Check on your loved ones. Tell somebody you love them. And, yeah, until next time, adios. You too, Leah.